How's it guys, Munash here, and today we have the first war. Damn, I am so behind, my goodness, but yeah, so we have the first war of season 32 today. I am going with Guardian, Mr. Negative, and not Tigra, but Magneto, because I do have two metal fights that are going to be pretty easy with him. So yeah, not a very long one today. I got about 6 fights, mostly easy, mostly fun as well. Starting on part 6 as I often do, and I'm going to use an advanced power boost to get through my section 1 a bit faster. We first have a Terrax with combat deja vu prowess and prowess puncture, so a pretty good fight for Mr. Negative. Just dropped that special too, and yeah. So I first just need to avoid him for a bit while he has his tornado, and I can still blow up my light energy in the meantime just by parrying, and then convert to dark when I have about 8, and then start dropping combos but alternating between the mediums and the light to avoid triggering that prowess. Then I want to get to 12 to be optimal before I convert again, but unfortunately I forget how to parry, so that was just excessive. That was me just being silly, because the thing is, I did not need all that dark energy. Like, I had more than enough already. I should have just ended the fight there when I had 10. But after getting clobbered into the corner and he throws a heavy attack, so I go for my own, get the evade and drop that special too. And yeah, just don't touch him anymore, cause yeah, that was just so unnecessary. But that's gonna be the sloppiest fight of this war. So now we have a hit monkey with power focus 2 and aggression prowess. So pretty simple stuff with Guardian. I did still bait the special 1 cause you know, he likes to throw it when he has the taunt on him. Nice little debuff just to make these fights easier to bait. So yeah, just one special 1 and then a special 2 would be more than enough, because he has a very small health pool. With a rank 4 Guardian, I mean even a rank 3 sometimes, you just need one special 1 and then a special 2. So yeah, pretty overkill, very simple fight, nothing to worry about there. And now we're going to move on to another classic fight, which is going to be a Power Snack Peni Parker. So yeah, we've taken this fight a couple of times now. With Mr. Negative, it is a pretty good matchup for him, because you don't have to worry about the auto block too much. And of course, he just bypasses Power Snack without much problem. A good petrify for backup recovery, so I can basically just treat this like a standard Peni Parker fight. So first I'm going to just drop a few hits and also just parry a couple of times before I convert my light to dark. At 8 just being safe, and then afterwards I'm going to start hitting her block. And also bait a special 1 eventually after pushing her to 1 bar, and now I have to hit her block before I, you know, drop basic combos because the charges are up. But I've already started the process, so it's not going to take too long, and I do have 6 lights in the meantime, so you know, getting back to another 10 or 12 won't be too difficult. And once a shield is disabled, I get to 13 light energy, which is pretty much perfect for this. Now I can convert and have 20, which is the maximum. Drop 1 heavy attack, again parry, drop another heavy attack, and then the special 2, just to optimize the damage a bit more effectively. And now we can just watch him melt away, but I'm still gonna hit her a few times just to be a little bit fast. And yeah, she goes down in about 70 seconds, so not bad at all. Barely lost any health, and now we can move on to section 2, and now we're gonna switch to part 5, because they placed a kitty Pryde here, and you know, I run Guardian, so pretty convenient for me. Guardian loves fighting this champ, I like fighting this champ. Even without Guardian, I just find her interesting. I usually take her in AQ with Nick Fury or a Park or whoever I have. It's only really on nodes that passively give her prowesses where she can be a bit problematic if you don't have a decent counter. And guess who has a rank 3 Nimrod now, so mutants are less of a nuisance. But I still really wish I could pull this champ, because we all know how good the Tigra synergy is. Yes, that's why I want her, not to actually use her. No, it's the Tigra synergy that I want to play around with. I don't even have it as a 5-star, so do I even have a 3-star kitty Pryde? She probably won't have the synergy though, would she? I might need to check that. But I'm digressing. So very simple fight with Guardian, 1 special 1, and then Intercept before the special 2, and that does a good amount of damage to take her out. And you know, we like to parry the special 1 to A, remove the prowesses, and B, get a bit of power back. Okay, so we have 2 more fights left and we haven't given Mags anything to do, so now it's his turn. We have 2 metal champs left, and they also happen to be cosmic. So I actually didn't need to bring Magneto to war today. I could have done these fights with Tigra, but I don't know, I was just feeling lazy, to be honest. I didn't really want to practice or think much about tactic or strategy. I just wanted to parry heavy, intercept once, and then drop a special 3 and then be happy that the fight is done. Because I was just tired that day after we did planning before this war. So when the idea of using Tigra came to me eventually, I was like, yeah, but we've already planned all this and it's not really necessary. So might as well try something different, because we're going to use Tigra a lot this season, I'm sure. Unless they start banning her, but why would they do that? I mean, that makes no sense whatsoever. A Tigra ban is a terrible idea. Don't even think about that. No. Just no. And besides me, there are only like 2 other Tigra players. I'm sure it's Buddy Lee and Hoopron, but still, it makes little difference. In fact, I think the biggest difference it would make is on fight time, because yeah, she's efficient, you know, she can finish big tough fights in like 30 seconds. But there's a risk in using her, you know, you can die very easily. I'm sure people die all the time with Tigra. So in conclusion of this little rant, a Tigra ban does not make much sense. A Quake ban would make more sense, because she can completely just ignore this global, more so than Tigra. And there's no longer high ground stopping her, so yeah, she's kind of back to a certain extent. It's funny how I used to use her in pretty much every war back in the day. Now it's like, 5-star champ? Why? Why when I have rank 3 Mr. Negative and Tigra? I mean, well, obviously because she's borderline broken and can bypass almost everything without touching the opponent, but we just don't like Quake anymore. But I think it's just the evolution of the game, because now we have, you know, these big diverse rosters, you know, with all this utility within it. And the content isn't so challenging that you have to rely on this one specific champ. So she's a lot less necessary now than she was before. And that's kind of how I use her now. Pretty much only when I feel like I kind of need to. By the way, I'm just saying all this stuff to have some more interesting commentary over these boring Magneto fights. So yeah, pretty simple stuff, and we did end up winning this war, so that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys found this interesting, and as always, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.